What's up everybody, Gerard here from the 3T crew with our G1 Climax 30 Block A Night 7 review. If you want to check out the 3T podcast, check us out on Apple, Spotify, TuneIn Radio, Google Play, Podbean, and iHeartRadio. If you wanted to follow us on social media, check us out at iStrongStyle and Through the Table on Instagram, at 3TPod on Twitter, and on TikTok at iStrongStyle. If you want to support the 3T crew, buy us a t-shirt from us. Check us out on ProWrestlingTees.com. Well, let's jump into our G1 Climax 30 Night 7 review. We're going to start off with some Young Lion action, the path to dominance of the Young Lions. Yota Tsuji versus Yuha Uehara. Yuha, once again, is on the receiving end of a big fat L. He had a lot of fighting spirit, lasting longer in the Boston Crab than he probably thought he could have. But Yota, once again, now has 4 wins. He's dominating this tournament so far. I think right now he's a clear-cut front runner. Now let's jump into what we're really here for, Block A action. We start off with the Grim Reaper of professional wrestling, Minoru Suzuki versus Yujiro Takahashi. Once again, Takahashi takes L. He's still on donut. He might get one win at this point. I do not see it. I think he's going to donut the block. Suzuki was extra brutal in this match. He looked a lot more angrier than usual, which is funny because he's coming off another win before this. So imagine if he was on a losing streak going into that one. Now Minoru Suzuki has 3 wins so far in the tournament. He's off to a hell of a start so far. We're going to go into our next match. Is my personal favorite wrestler right now, the Golden Star, Kota Ibushi versus Jeff Cobb. I keep mentioning Cobb needs something different going on. I think putting him maybe in Suzuki-gun after this tournament would be a great start to that. That doesn't mean as a Suzuki-gun mark. I think that would be great for him and for the faction. Ibushi got a pretty good match out of Cobb, you know. They played off that he's a great striker, but Cobb's the bigger, monstrous man. He's going to eat most of those strikes. But at the end, he fell like everyone else to the Kamigoye. Kota Ibushi is now at 3-1 in the block. He's starting to pick up some momentum now, guys. It's starting to get a little hot in A block. They did their typical break, the whole video package where they promote their merchandise while they sanitize the ring. We're going to jump into our triple main event. Yeah, once again, I thought A block once again put on a pretty good event where you have at least 3 matches that would easily main event any show from New Japan right now. Let's start off with Kazuchika Okada versus Taichi. I keep saying it, Taichi's on the run of his career right now. He's on another level right now. At least in his own game he is. I haven't seen Taichi look this good ever. Okada, this is probably Okada's second best match in the tournament so far. He's not 100%. There's something else going on other than the whole Cobra clutch over to the Rainmaker thing. Still a very good match. Taichi really carried the show here. He looked like the better wrestler, which is something, if you told me going into this tournament, the Okada-Taichi match, that Taichi would look better than Okada, I would have told you you're crazy, but in this match it happened. But Okada did tap him out to the Cobra clutch. Okada now has 2 wins, 2 or 3 wins. He's coming up there. You know, he's starting to catch up. He's starting to make up some ground for that early loss to Ibushi. But will that continue later on? We will find out. Now we go into who I might pick, Jay White versus the Switchblade. The Switchblade, not versus Switchblade. Versus Will Ospreay. Yeah, we're doing this live, folks, so it's one shot only, baby. Versus Will Ospreay. Very good match. I love this match. Wasn't my match of the night. It was my second best match of the night. You know, the main event was my match of the night. It was not a typical Will Ospreay match. It wasn't too spot heavy, you know, spots. I mean, every wrestling match has spots, but there's some people who think Will has this all spots. That's all he does. No, this was a totally different match from that perspective. Jay White looked incredible. His heel stuff is really good right now. I don't know if he's a better heel than Taichi right now, but they're neck and neck right now. Jay White lost here. It's his first loss in block stage. He's now 3-1. Ospreay's at 3-1. Also, block A is getting really tight. There's a lot of 3-1s and 2-2s in this block. You know, there's a lot of guys who are right there in contention to win this block right now, which is kind of what I expected. In B block, you have guys who are, you know, they're there, and then there's guys who are starting to separate themselves. In A block, it's more of a conglomerate of guys who have a possible chance to win right now, and that's the intriguing part about this block. But Jay White lost. Ospreay won with the Stormbreaker after the Hidden Blade. Pretty good match. I thought I've entertained. They have a lot of chemistry. They've worked each other before. in Ring of Honor and in New Japan. I think they worked out one of the anniversary shows a couple months ago, maybe a year or so ago. They're up. I think right now, if Jay White wins, we'll see the Ospreay fighting for the contract at Power Struggle. If Jay White pulls it off. Now we get into our main event. Tomohiro Ishii versus Shingo Takagi. This was must-win territory for Ishii early on. He has not won a match in the block up until this point. He did win this match. So Ishii is now at 2 points. Shingo Takagi is at 1-3 in the block, just like Ishii is. This match was almost. I honestly like this match a little bit more than their first one-on-one encounter, which was, I think, the preliminaries to Shingo in the never openweight division. Very stiff, very violent stuff. Some of the lariats were just insane. The pump and bomb were insane. Shingo Takagi might be the best wrestler in New Japan right now, because he could have a match with Ospreay where it's fast-paced, boom, 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 boom. And then he's having a match with Ishii, the next match, where it's this over and over again. It's totally opposite styles, and he's just killing it in both ends of the spectrum. He might be the most underrated performer in this company by far. I'm super high on Shingo. I did pick him to be in the block finals, and right now he is treading water. He needs to go on a streak here, or it's not going to happen, which pretty much means he would have to beat Okada, Ibushi, and a couple other names, and I don't know if he's going to be able to pull that off. I just don't see it at this point. I hope so, but I don't know. Ishii, once again, is the MVP of New Japan in tournament play. He is the monster of the tournament every year. He has the best matches. Every G1, every New Japan Cup, he has the best match of the tournament. And right now he's had 2, 3... I mean, he hasn't fought Okada yet. He's already had 3 matches where it's probably match of the tournament. Well, not 4. Every one of his matches, Suzuki, Ibushi, Ospreay, and Shingo, was all match of the night for me so far. So, once again, he might not win the tournament, but he's going to win this MVP award again. Tomohiro Ishii is a damn monster. And that's all for our episode. Get ready for night 8. Yeah, we're almost halfway there through the tournament now. Climax is going to have some cool matches. I think it's headlined by Sonata versus Naito, which should be an absolute fire match. But until next time, this is Gerard from the 3T Crew signing off.